Maybe I just didn't do that one right, but again, it's kind of that feel thing.
Nice. All right, today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to do a fake shot, and I'm here with Scribe. Scribe, just off the King of 94 tournament, he finished second. Is that correct, Scribe?
That's right. Hey, Len.
Runner-up. This is good. So I got the man that's going to show me what these fake shots are all about. And quickly, if you could describe what it is, a fake shot, how to do it, and yeah, we could go from there.
Okay, so you're catching your shot. It's a low shot on your backhand, and essentially it's such a weak shot in the right position, and we'll get into that explanation, that you're catching it fast. So for example, this doesn't work in a penalty shot because it does count as a shot. The fake, let's call it, counts as a real shot.
So you're doing a fake, you're doing a shot that's weak in power, and then catching it, and then going from there and doing what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I can kind of show you how to set it up and the movement I'm doing on the D-pad and kind of explain it as we go.
All right, we're using the 1v1 ROM in case anybody's wondering. This is just for, of course, entertainment purposes. I'm Ottawa, Scribe is Detroit. I'm going to be a pylon and let him do his thing. I'll get out of the way as much as possible for you.
So let's see. I'll just kind of go through some quick rules of the road with this. So I've already explained you're catching your shot, and before I do it, you kind of need to be coming at the goalie vertically like this. Before you do the button presses, if you're coming to left right like that, let's say, you're not going to be able to catch your shot. So just remember, you're catching your shot. So that's why I say you don't have to go exactly vertical. You can kind of angle a little bit. It's not super precise, but just know if you go too much left and right, it's not going to work. So that's the number one thing. Number two, overall, it's basically a breakaway move. So if you do it in traffic, you might get the puck intercepted. So I'm just going to try one, and then we can kind of. So that didn't work.
Sorry. I'm stuck as a goalie. This is
okay.
You got to deal with the AI player here.
Okay.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Here, I'll just sorry.
Okay, no worries. We'll get that. Okay.
Nice. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. And you can finish on different sides. That one, obviously, I did a little too close to the goalie. So maybe just do a replay and show you what I'm doing. So I'm coming vertical, like I said. And you're shooting it. So the shot finishes there. So you're on your backhand, like I said. I've got a righty here. So if you were a lefty, you'd finish on his backhand side. And then when you finish the shot here, so I'm kind of explaining this a little bit in reverse, but when you finish the shot, I'm holding lower corner, I guess.
So bottom left.
Bottom left in this position. So if I was a lefty, I was doing this the opposite way, it'd be aiming bottom right.
Yeah.
And it's just a tap of the C button. So that's where you finish. And so then the setup is just, you'll see I open up to the forehand side first. That kind of sets everything off. And then I just rotate it. So I open up first, and then I rotate around to that backhand side, and I finish holding down and left in this position here. With just a tap of the C button, you see, so that's the flick, that's the first shot, and he's got a little momentum, so he's just skating into it, catching it. And it does actually, whether it's AI goalie or a human goalie, it kind of works. It sort of you saw right there, that's an AI goalie. He actually moved with that shot. So now this side's open, but again, you can kind of finish in different positions. In this position, I think I was trying to get over here and finish there, but you can kind of catch it here and then come back and finish on your forehand side like a normal deke would finish. So you can do different things like that. But the other quick thing, and then we can try a couple more of these. So you open up, and then I found that, so as I've opened up, now I'm rotating the D-pad almost like a Street Fighter move to that low, so down and left position.
So you're starting from the top right and entering to the bottom left. Is that correct?
Essentially, but it's not super precise on where you start. I just kind of generally say you open up to the forehand side and you kind of spin the D-pad around to the bottom left here in this position. So, if I held straight right or up and right, something like that, it'll work. I don't know precisely. I can't. I think it's flexible that way. Let's say you don't have to be super exact on where you start, but you do have to be exact, and the timing is exact on where you finish. And it's not like a super fast move or anything. It's smooth. It's kind of smooth and steady, not super slow, not super fast. So the way to so that's basically the mechanics of it, but it's going to take a bunch of practice just to get the feel down, and so it's hard to explain the feel of it. But I would just say it's not like a super fast move. You just smoothly rotate the D-pad around like a Street Fighter move to that lower left position here, and then you tap C like as you get to that position, because you remember you're rotating the D-pad, so it's kind of smooth. So when your thumb gets to that position, that's where you want to time the light D-tap. So that's kind of how it works. Do you have questions, or you want me to just keep trying?
Yeah. First question. So in this case, with Eiserman being a right-hander and you're coming up the ice, it's the circle you're making is counterclockwise, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And
correct. And yeah.
Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. So counterclockwise, and I think to me it helps if you think of it as this spin. You're kind of spinning like I compared it to Street Fighter. So I'm keeping my thumb on the D-pad and kind of spinning through all of the directions as I get to that final position. Now, could you do it a different way? Could you just say here, tap right, and then maybe get over to the bottom left and tap that? Maybe. I don't know. This is the way it works for me, so I don't know that there's exactly one way to do it, but this is the way I found to be more consistent with it. I kind of think of it as like a Street Fighter move.
And it's easier to do going up the ice rather than down, correct?
It's easier for me just because I think I practice it that way, but other people may find that they can do it going down just fine. I can do it going down. I'm just more in practice kind of in this direction. So no, it definitely works going down. And if you practice it that way, you'll probably get just as good, I would imagine.
And any specific attributes in a player you're looking for, like agility, speed, shot power, shot accuracy, anything stands out that you need, or could you do it with just about anybody?
I think I could do it with just about anyone. I mean, Eiserman here, he's super agile, great stick, so it's probably easier with him, but I don't think it makes a huge difference. So,
nice.
So there I got a better shot off. Let me see if I can actually score. That just didn't feel right. Oh, and so sometimes you're just gonna get that. The more of them you do, you'll just get a better feel. But I mean, it's consistent enough where if you get in the groove with it, I mean, it doesn't feel random at all. It really feels like so something. Sometimes you just don't get it. Maybe I just didn't do that one right. But again, it's kind of that feel thing.
Nice.
So there was a goal finally.
It's very effective. You showed right there against AI, but I think it's even more effective against a human goalie, in my opinion.
It could be, yeah. I mean, you get that little move there. It's fun to do. Honestly, it's a fun move to do. Again, probably a breakaway move, so you can't really break it out all the time. But I think it would be cool if other people learned how to do this and worked it in, just because I'd like to see it come up in games. It's fun to do. I don't know. It's fun to watch other people fake out on it too. So again, like you can. Maybe if I came from this angle, I'll maybe try some different angles so you can see it's not like super precise. Like you don't have to be in a certain position on the ice. It's not about like, oh, I have to hit a button here and then hit it here. It's pretty flexible as far as where you're going. You just can't be going too far left, right. So we'll try. Maybe do you want me to take some different angles here and just to see?
Yeah, whatever works.
So okay, let me come from this side. So you saw like, you can kind of get some weird stuff going. They don't all look the same. So that one, just for whatever reason, maybe I didn't time it right. So you get some interesting stuff. So it's fun to try. So you got goalie lock again. Or something.
Oh no, I got out. I thought I got goalie locked, but
otherwise your drone is gonna keep chasing you.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from you as much as possible. Oh, that looks so sweet.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get one off here, but like I mean I've even a couple times gotten like taken a run and gotten two of them off on the way to the goalie. I'll just try, but I'll probably mess it up. So I messed it up right away.
You're
So
jinxing yourself right now. Oh,
so yeah, so you
ah,
kind of like to get two in there. I'm not gonna keep doing that because I'll be here all night, but you kind of have to just find the right amount of speed or something to give yourself enough runway to get two off. But
it's
yeah,
essentially
so
just gotta try it out, get the feel of it, but just do it over and over again, just like grind away.
yeah, and you can see I'm missing them. So I mean, I'd love to eliminate those completely sometime. So that just happens, but I've had runs like just practicing this where I'm getting, like 10, 12 in a row. So, it's not, believe me, it's not random once you start getting them. So, like that was kind of a
Nice.
subtle like, he didn't really flick it out. I've had ones where it's like it actually gets off the ice and he catches it a little bit. So, um I don't know. So maybe other people find other ways to do this or other things that I haven't found. And yeah, hopefully that happens.
Yeah, this is definitely taking your game up a level if you could perfect this. This is quite a
So
oh, you got the EA there. That looks
so
so
that's
sweet.
kind of like coming from this direction and then faking it back because it just I don't know. It's just unique, I guess.
It almost seems like if the guy's has too hard a shot, like if you're with a Cicerelli or something, you may outshoot yourself with the pass
Yeah,
shot.
I believe, yeah, someone, I think AJ may have asked, like, does it work with Brett Hall? And I did do one with Brett Hall when he asked about it, but I do think it might be harder just because he's going to shoot it farther. So,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe someone will try this out and take like a one shot power and be able to get who knows how many of off. I don't know. And no, so again, finishing on the backhand is kind of key. So it's like that opening up, and it's kind of like a smooth. You're coming up, and then you kind of start it like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of the movement, just like that, and you're finishing there. But so now technically, I have gotten ones to work like doing the opposite, like finishing on the forehand. So it is possible. I just have such a low success rate doing that. I don't even try that. But like, so that would be like this, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Oops.
Um, so it is possible, just in case anyone's wondering, but it's really really inconsistent to be able to catch them that way.
So how many of those did you perform successfully in the King tournament?
These ones, I think I got one or two off, but didn't score. If I remember right, in the tournament, the night before doing some Xyz, I got a pretty nice one off and scored on someone. But it's kind of, it's not something you can really um it's not something you can really try for unless you're in a breakaway. So I suppose you can try for it then, but it's just kind of a situational thing. So
So really, this works out really well in 2v2, like when you're playing. There you go.
actually, yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, 2v2, I love going for it.
Nice.
So I did it there, but got a little too close to the goalie.
How far out could
Yeah,
you do it?
so
Could you do it before the blue line, or does it have to be in the blue line to do it?
oh yeah, no, yeah, that's a great question. You have to be inside the blue line. It's not going to work anywhere outside the blue line, but you can literally do it like, I could start it right before I cross,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get into a position here, but so yeah, that didn't work. I don't know if it's a little harder out there, but yeah, basically anywhere inside the blue line, you can start doing it.
Sidorkowitz not
So
very
yeah,
good.
I hope other people try this out.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if you want to add anything else to this. This has been like an awesome display on how to do it and how to you explain it really well. Any last words or anything? Any last tidbits of information you want to throw in there? So this is your chance to do so.
I think that's basically it. Again, open forehand side, finish right there. Just tap C at the right time. Oh, I guess it's worth pointing out. So the way I practice, like I would load this ROM up. I think it's gonna. If anyone wants to try this out, it's gonna take a little bit of time to just sort of understand, just do these mechanics and then actually get the timing and the feel right of it. But the best way I found to practice is so I would load this ROM up. I would then make a save state, like in this position, let's say, and then just keep reloading the save state and going for it over and over again, and then fast way to do that is you can set a hotkey to load a save state from your like a controller button that you're not using in the game, and then you can just keep going and taking runs over and over again. So that's the way I figured out how to do this.
And don't forget to unmap that button on your controller. You load the
Good point.
saves.
Yeah,
If you did that
exactly.
during a gameplay, so you can make some unhappy opponent.
No, great point. Yeah, because that would ruin some people's online games.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely remember to reset that to normal, which you can do by pressing. So if you set up a hotkey on your controller, just go back to the hotkey, hit the start button, or I believe the escape key on your keyboard, and that will reset it back to default. Now, I think it resets it to RetroArch default, and we've set our load state as F4. So just watch what it does, and then if it's the wrong button, you can just set it to the right button as well. So, but yeah, good reminder. Definitely don't play online with your buttons all reset.
Like it sets a lot of swear words and everything going on after if you do that by
Yeah,
mistake.
I don't want the blame for that. So thank you for pointing that out, Lynn.
No worries. Well, you know what? Before we end this, let's see if you can do a couple going down. I'm gonna test your
Okay.
skill. I know this is not your
Okay.
forte, but let's see what it looks like going down.
Okay, so I'm just gonna explain. So what's different about going down, like if you're shooting at the lower corner, let's say, so you have to shoot low shelf, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same going. The direction that you're shooting is the same going up as going down. So that's why it feels a little different. It's like because you need to open up and then it's maybe almost like a different type of circle. So I'm just gonna open up that way, and didn't get it
Yeah.
there, but it's same principle. Just your directions are like slightly different. So I feel like I'm almost getting it honestly. So it's definitely doable. I'm just a little out of practice.
And I Goldilocks again, 2 in a row.
Yeah, so that was close. So you can see the speed of the shot and you're getting close, I would say. Let me just show you that. So you saw the shot. So the shot is right. It's like slow. You see it's just real slow and
Yeah.
it's right in the ice. There's no air at all. That's a sign you're getting really close. Like he's almost catching that shot. If you're shooting up in the air, your timing's a little off. So this was like really close to me getting this. I'm not really
Yeah.
sure at the right angle. So that's a sign, but I'll try one more going this way, but so just not non-practice doing it. So
I keep getting stuck in the goalie. There you go. Okay, I'm out of the
yeah.
goalie.
Okay, now I have to take one more run. Sorry.
All yours.
Lied.
Oh,
Okay, didn't do it, but
shoot.
it's definitely possible. I've done it many times. Just I need to practice more going down, I think. So yeah.
So the rule of thumb, if I'm playing you and you're going down, I'm not going to expect too many of them. Those
No,
fake
yeah, that's I'm giving away my secrets now. So I don't know. So on that note, I have some practice to do going down.
Well, I appreciate you coming on to show us how to do this. This has been great, and it could take anybody's game to the next level if they could do it. Certainly, I need as much help as possible. Man, you finished second in the King, so obviously you got the skill. We'll get you the first.
Just it wasn't anything to do with the fake shot that helped me finish second, but it is cool to do. So if people figure out if they get this down, like post a GIF on the Discord. I'd love to see it.
We'll do.
Yeah.
I'll do it if I could do it, and if anybody else does it, yeah, I want to see that. So, yeah, Scribe, appreciate you coming on again. This has been awesome. So hopefully we'll have you come on and show some more tricks and tips on how to improve our game.
Sure. Thanks for having me, Len.
Thank you.